It began as a season of anticipation. Coach Lou Holtz had two ultra-successful seasons behind him, but his Arkansas Razorbacks were picked for a second division finish in the tough Southwest Conference. Could the young Razorbacks rally around Holtz and win the league championship? Some questions were answered in the opener against Colorado State. Thomas Brown ignited the offense while the defense got big plays from Billy Ray Smith and Jim Elliott. Senior quarterback Kevin Scanlon got the Hogs going through the air with passes to receivers like Bobby Duckworth. Arkansas fans saw plenty of new wrinkles. Freshman Gary Anderson proves that he belongs with exciting runs. Senior Roland Sales turns a screen pass into a big play. Sales' reception sets up a touchdown by Gary Woods. With red jerseys everywhere, Colorado State has no place to go. Billy Ray Smith, Marty Mitchum, and Jim Elliott caused this loss. Senior Mike Massey makes this big play. Gary Stiggers surprises the Rams with a reverse. And then Jim Howard creates more havoc with a blitz. Arkansas's passing game appears to be in mid-season form. Gary Woods turns a swing pass from Tom Jones into a big play. And Robert Farrell sets up Arkansas's final touchdown with a 52-yard gain on a pass from Kevin Scanlon. The Hogs' 36-3 victory over Colorado State sets up an early showdown with Big 8 rival Oklahoma State. Thomas Brown, who is injured in this game and misses the rest of the season, gallops 51 yards to set up a touchdown. It's Brown again, this time to the OSU 6. Kevin Scanlon gets the 6 points with this sprint around left end. Again, the Hogs play smothering defense. Teddy Morris fights off a block and pins OSU quarterback Harold Bailey with a loss. Shortly thereafter, Brown strikes again. This 27-yard gain sets up another touchdown. Leading 14-0, Arkansas is on the move again. A double reverse nets 25 yards with Gary Stiggers doing the damage. Gary Woods gets to the 1. And Tom Jones gets the touchdown with this pass to Darrell Mason. Arkansas completely dominates the contest, and this interception by Jim Howard seals a 27-7 victory. On a beautiful afternoon in Fayetteville, a full house gathers to watch Arkansas entertain Tulsa. Tulsa doesn't find the early going too entertaining as freshman Tom Jones puts the Hogs in front with this 39-yard scoring strike to Bobby Duckworth. Roland Sales gets the next touchdown almost single-handedly. His blast-off tackle sets up the score, and his 7-yard sweep nets 6 points. Meanwhile, the Razorback defense is spectacular. Hugh Jernigan stops this sweep for a loss. And Jim Howard stops a drive with this interception. Jones proves he can run with this gain to the Tulsa 3. Sales caps the march with this scoring blast. Tulsa's offense continues to suffer frustrations. Jeff Goff provides the pressure, and Jim Elliott ensures a big loss. On offense again, the Hogs strike with Jones hitting Duckworth. Then handing to freshman Mark Douglas for a 30-yard gain. Gary Anderson shows why he is named the league's offensive newcomer of the year with this fine effort. With victory assured, the Hogs tee off again on Tulsa's quarterback. Danny Phillips causes 1 loss, and Billy Ray Smith causes more than a loss as he recovers a fumble. The Razorbacks win it 33-8. A week later, the conference season opens, and Randy Wessinger stifles a TCU drive with an interception. Arkansas's defense has its work cut out for it all night as the contest stays close. Teddy Morris and Marty Mitchum make this big play. Offensively, the Hogs sputter much of the evening, but Kevin Scanlon sets up a field goal with this 24-yard run. Trailing 13-6 midway through the fourth quarter, the Razorbacks need a big play. Senior linebacker Mike Massey makes it with this one-handed interception and a 30-yard return for the tying touchdown. Moments later, the Hogs launch their final drive. Scanlon connects with Darrell Mason for 51 yards. That sets up a 44-yard field goal by Ish Ordonez with only 7 seconds left in the ball game. Ordonez's kick gives the Porkers a 16-13 triumph. Things don't get any easier, and Texas Tech proves a formidable foe. Roland Sales provides much of the offensive punch with strong runs like this. With the ball game tied 3-3, Kevin Scanlon finds Bobby Duckworth open for a 76-yard touchdown play. And it sends the Razorbacks into a 10-3 halftime lead. As usual, Arkansas's defense plays a key role in the contest. Teddy Morris recovers this Tech fumble. Still nursing a 10-3 advantage, the Hogs drive toward another field goal. Kevin Scanlon sets up the three-pointer with this 18-yard pass to Darrell Mason. Now it's time for the defense to take over. Senior Jim Howard causes a 2-yard loss. And Randy Wessinger spills Tech quarterback Ron Reeves for another setback. Still, the Raiders get a field goal, and it's back to a 7-point Razorback lead. Jim Elliott makes sure it stays that way with this sack of Reeves. Less than 4 minutes remain as Tech is forced to punt. Freshman Gary Anderson breaks Red Raider hearts and ices the Razorback victory with a 67-yard punt return. It's all over at 20-6, Arkansas. Arkansas and Texas have one of the great rivalries in college football, and both teams are fired up for their encounter in Little Rock's War Memorial Stadium. Mike Massey makes a big defensive play early for the Hogs. Just moments later, Kevin Evans makes another big play with this interception. His team trailing 7-0. Freshman Gary Anderson gets the Razorbacks even on this great 28-yard sprint. Early in the third quarter, Arkansas's defense comes up with another big play. Richard Richardson makes the hit, and Jeff Goff comes up with a fumble recovery. Inspired by the defensive work of its teammates, Arkansas's offense opens up. Kevin Scanlon sets up a touchdown with a pass to Darrell Mason. It's Mason again on the receiving end as the Hogs take the lead. Jim Elliott stops a Texas drive with this tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Moments later, Ish Ordonez makes it 17-7 with his 15th consecutive field goal, an NCAA record. The Razorbacks spend the rest of the afternoon staving off Texas rallies. The Hog defense proves up to the task with plays like these by Billy Ray Smith, and also Jeff Goff. Arkansas fans celebrate a 17-14 victory over the Longhorns, but the Razorbacks don't have time to rejoice. Only a week later, the Hogs face Houston in another Southwest Conference battle of the unbeatens. Gary Anderson gets Arkansas off to a good start with a 46-yard sprint that sets up a field goal. After Houston marches the length of the field, the Cougars are stopped when Trent Bryant recovers an errant pitch. Arkansas's defense is outstanding all day long. Here, Kevin Evans saves a possible touchdown with this deflection. Trailing 7-3, Arkansas marches to a score. Kevin Scanlon hits Steve Clyde for 11 yards. Then Scanlon runs 23 yards himself. On the next play, Scanlon gets the touchdown with this 11-yard blast. Jim Howard and company make the big plays on defense. Jeff Goff will recover a big fumble. While plays like this one from Scanlon to Bobby Duckworth keep the Hogs moving at times, Arkansas finds itself behind 13-10 with less than a minute to go. On 3rd and 10, Scanlon teams with Gary Anderson for 11 yards. Then Scanlon finds Gary Stiggers open for a 14-yard gain. This pass from Scanlon to Robert Farrell with 4 seconds left gives the Hogs a last chance. However, Jordanes, who has hit an NCAA record 16 straight field goals, has this one blocked as the gun sounds and the Hogs suffer a 13-10 defeat. A week later, the Razorbacks rebound against Rice. Kevin Scanlon has a near flawless performance, hitting Robert Farrell for big gains and taking this one 7 yards for a touchdown. Rice, meanwhile, has trouble coping with Arkansas's defense, as well as plays like this one from Scanlon to Gary Anderson. And this one to James Talbert for a touchdown. Arkansas's defense contains Earl Cooper in the second half and comes up with big plays like this interception by Randy Wessinger. Freshman Darrell Bowles leads the Hogs in rushing, making plays like this 30-yard run. Scanlon wraps up the 34-7 win with this 35-yard scoring toss to Gary Stiggers. Homecoming against Baylor proves no easy task. Despite this kickoff return by Gary Anderson, the Hogs trail 14-0 at halftime. The Razorbacks find themselves in a 17-0 third quarter hole when Roland Sales put some life into the Arkansas offense. Kevin Scanlon hits Robert Farrell to keep the march alive. And then on 4th and 5, Scanlon finds Bobby Duckworth open for a 32-yard touchdown. From there, the Porker defense takes over. Randy Wessinger sets up a field goal with this interception. And then, moments later, Mike Massey makes another theft. Still, the Hogs trail 17-9 when Jeff Goff attacks from the rear. He causes a fumble into the Baylor end zone, and Danny Phillips sets off a wild celebration with his recovery for a touchdown. Robert Farrell then makes a sensational catch of a Kevin Scanlon pass to even things at 17 apiece. Jim Howard gives Baylor's offense a jolt. And then the teams trade field goals before the Hogs face 2nd and 6 on their own 40 with less than 4 minutes left. Behind blocks by Darrell Bowles and Greg Kalenda, Kevin Scanlon finds time to throw. Robert Farrell is open behind the Bear defense, and the Razorbacks score the winning touchdown. Arkansas's defense provides insurance against a Baylor comeback. Alfred Mohammed causes one loss, and Jim Elliott causes another. Finally, Baylor's quarterback has no place to go, and the Hogs win 29-20. With Arkansas playing for a spot in either the Cotton or the Sugar Bowl, the Hogs take on Texas A&M in another key matchup. Darrell Bowles runs 57 yards on this play en route to a 169-yard afternoon. Arkansas's defense shuts off the Aggies. Johnny Hector runs into trouble on this play. And Kim Dameron limits this play to a yard gain. Billy Ray Smith finds a way to neutralize Mike Mosley's speed. Gary Anderson proves nearly as explosive as Bowles in the game and breaks 16 yards to set up a field goal. Kevin Evans then gives Arkansas excellent field position with this interception. Darrell Bowles explodes for 20 yards to set up this field goal by Ish Ordonez. Arkansas continues its march to a league championship as Teddy Morris seals the 22-10 triumph with this interception. It's the final night of the season, and the Razorbacks don't know whether they're headed for New Orleans or Dallas, but they know they can clinch a share of the league championship with a victory over SMU. Even Lou Holtz is smiling as the Hogs get off to a great start. Richard Richardson jars the ball loose, and Jeff Goff makes the recovery. On Arkansas's next offensive play, Kevin Scanlon hits Gary Anderson for 14 yards. Two plays later, Scanlon strikes again, finding Steve Clyde for the touchdown. Arkansas's kicking game has played a key role in the Razorbacks' 1979 success. Here's Steve Cox punts. Steve Douglas and Ed Jackson hit, and Jackson recovers to set up another Porker score. Kevin Scanlon finds Bobby Duckworth open for 18 yards, and moments later, Ish Ordonez, 18th field goal of the year, gives Arkansas a 10-0 lead. Scanlon, named the league's offensive player of the year, keeps another march going with an 18-yard completion to Darrell Mason. And then Scanlon hits Mason again at the 5-yard line. It sets up a short scoring toss to Gary Anderson. Kevin Evans, an all-Southwest Conference defender, keeps the pressure on SMU with this interception. Quickly, the Hogs are on the move again. Kevin Scanlon shocks the Mustangs with a 45-yard run. Then Scanlon hits Steve Clyde for the touchdown. With plays like this from Richard Richardson, Billy Ray Smith, and Jim Howard, SMU has nowhere to go. Arkansas is still going, though. Darrell Bowles dashes 31 yards to set up yet another touchdown. Kevin Scanlon gets the Hogs close. His pass hits Richard Farr, then deflects to Darrell Mason, who reaches the Mustang 1-yard line. Scanlon gets the final touchdown himself. Plays like this interception coming up by Kevin Evans. This 18-yard run by Roland Sales will ice Arkansas's 31-7 victory. It's been a great year for Coach Lou Holtz and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Holtz is named the league's Coach of the Year, and Hog seniors play their finest football. Arkansas shares the conference championship, and a late season loss by Texas sends the Razorbacks into the Sugar Bowl.